Hey everyone, I'm here today at Rockover Climbing, Manchester to find out what bouldering grade I'm climbing at. This marks my 5th or 6th time bouldering, so I'm trying to see where exactly I fit in. Here's the first V0 or grade 4 of the day. I've noticed that near enough every V0 feels straightforward, which is why I skipped VB. Another V0, again, relatively straightforward. Oh, and I forgot to mention, a lot of these are not in order, so I may look exhausted mid-video. Please bear with me. I think we can safely say I can handle the V0s onto the V1s. So straight away, you'll notice I'm terrible at route planning. Up until now, I've just jumped on and started climbing, which wastes a ton of energy. It's not until I take a second look at what holds we have that I see, a viable route. So I guess even V1s can be pretty tricky if you're inexperienced. And if you'd like to see more of this kind of content, hit like and subscribe. I've got a lot more bouldering and hiking videos planned this year. This V1 was a bit of fun, moving to the side with a slight overhang, but still relatively simple. I really like the routes at Rockover so far. So this is one I actually tried towards the end, so even though I figured out the route, I didn't really have the grip strength to stay on the wall. Grip strength here clearly being another weakness of mine as a beginner. This one was a little bit frantic, but I made it all the same. Progress above grace, apparently. This red V1 is the first real challenge for me. Not only was I not planning the route, but even with that, I couldn't really see a way across. Watching back, it's a bit more clear, but at the time I wanted to climb as much as possible and wore myself out. Ultimately, I didn't manage to complete this one, but it'll be there next time. Anyway, I feel confident now moving up to some V2s. This route felt a bit precarious due to the height and the type of holds available, but it was definitely one of my favourites and a great feeling being able to flash it. So you can see this kind of wraps around the corner, and I'll admit I wasn't really sure what I was doing up there. I did give it a few more goes, but nothing came of it, so I'll come back to this one another time. To this day, I still don't know how to do this blue V2. Not only is it around the corner, but the top of the main foothold here is slippery and gave me nothing stable to progress from. I can see how a few of the maybe advanced techniques may help me here, but for a V2, this one had me stumped. If you have any advice, please let me know in a comment below. And now for the final climb of this video. This red V2 kind of feels like my Everest. By this point, I didn't really have the grip strength I needed to deal with this. Combine that with some poor route planning and it was just more than I could handle. Saying that, I consider this my favourite route so far at rock over climbing. Not ideal to finish on a loss, but you know, no problem, I'll get it next time. So as you can see, I was able to manage V0s and most of the V1s, fortunately. But I'm about 50-50 with the V2s, which I'm not overly pleased with, but I'm happy to know where I stand at least. Next up, I'm actually going to be taking beginners coaching classes at Rockover. Starting with overhangs and dynamic movement, then route reading and finally footwork. Plus, I'll be trying different routes and practicing a lot more in the meantime. If you're interested in seeing me progress further, make sure to subscribe and stick around. See you in the next one.